Hey guys, and welcome back to the Movie-Club Emporium. We are on our second week of 90's Schlock January, and if you were tantalized by my clues as to what today's movie was going to be, I have bad news because this movie is nowhere near as sexy as it should be. It's 1992's Mind, Body, and Soul, starring star or Yellowstone star's father, Wings Hauser, and the queen of adult film in the 1980s, Ginger Lynn Allen. Uh, this movie is directed by Rick Sloan, who also directed the Vice Academy movies, starring Ginger Lynn Allen and Linnea Quigley. Guess what those movies are about? As well as the cinematic thing that was Hobgoblins and Hobgoblins 2. Only this one is seedy and sexy, so they say. This movie is about Brenda, who's Ginger Lynn Allen, her boyfriend, who looks like Timu, like dumb Christian Bale in the face, takes her to. He's like, "Hey, we've been dating for 3 months. Can I take you to a party?" And she's like, "Sure." And it leads to, well, honestly, maybe I don't know if it's intentional or not. One of the best jokes ever in a movie is, so he takes her to this satanic ritual, black mass they're having, and they walk in. It's funny because she's like in this like pink outfit. They walk in. There's like chains. There's a giant pentagram on the wall and like animal part. It looks like the back row of a Hot Topic in 2001. Like, it's just insane. Uh, like Slipknot is here. And as they walk in, she goes, "Oh, why is everybody wearing black?" But know that they're for a human sacrifice that gets interrupted by the police. And all of the cult members ninja vanish, leaving her there alone as the only person that the woman who is about to be sacrificed can identify. Um, so she's looking at jail time. Q Wings Hauser in one of his few not drunk roles. But you know what? I love Wings Hauser when he pops up and stuff. Drunk or not, because he's going to give you a performance. It may not be a good performance, but he's going to give you a performance. He plays this like weird, uh, like flaky lawyer, good guy. Like, he bails her out of jail. He's gonna represent her. He lets her stay in his house because she's got nowhere to go. And then he just kind of wanders in and out of the movie. Usually, when honestly, he will come like stumble into the movie. It's mostly you watch him walking in and then walking out of rooms. Like, he just walks in. He's like, "This movie turned into an erotic thriller yet? No? Okay, I'll be back." And then he just leaves for like stretches of time. Um, I will say, uh, uh, Ginger Lynn is acting circles around everybody in this movie. She's great. Um, I've only seen pieces of the Vice Academy movies. Uh, she pops up in Rob Zombie's movies every once in a while. She's fantastic. She was really great actress. Um, for what I've seen of her mainstream uh, performances, but yeah, she is the best actor in this movie. Um, apparently, they were making this movie at the exact same time they were making Vice Academy 3, which is why there's a scene where we see her in jail and all the female prisoners are all wearing like these weird, like super short rompers. Uh, which again is like, is this is it supposed to be funny? Um, there's even a moment where there's she goes on this. I think it's called the Sally Lake talk show, because another huge staple of the '90s was those gotcha TV shows. Stuff like Geraldo, Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse, Donahue, that would eventually turn into the trash kings like Maury and Jerry Springer. I also gotta say that this is the worst secret cult, because like they're all but like advertising for people. Like there's a scene toward the end where we're gonna have a human sacrifice, and for whatever reason you expect, when you think of like where is this like satanic temple, and it looks like it's like this weird little like bungalow house in like Rancho Cordova. Like it's a really weird like little cute little house. But they're having this like satanic ritual, and like they cut to like the group scene, and the front door's open. I don't know. I've never held a black mass in my home. Um, at the park. Sure, no, I'm joking, but I feel like we close that door. Maybe we close the shades just a tad, just a tad. Um, and all this is like building up to the biggest will no duh reveal. When we find out that Wings Hauser is actually the bad guy. He's the leader of the cult, and he gets an awesome stupid death. Meanwhile, this like weird like PA from the TV show kind of becomes the hero for a bit. It is nice to have Ginger Lynn basically kind of save herself through the movie. There's also this cop, or he's a cop, but then they call him a parole officer. And he's just walking around, like his job in the movie is to smoke cigarettes and like bother Ginger Lynn. Um, this is a movie that is neither like scary or sexy. There is nudity in it, because of course there is, but nothing. It's definitely not on that erotic thriller tier. That would come in the later '90s with stuff like Basic Instinct and Sliver and Jade and stuff like that. It's just kind of a dumb B movie. This is definitely something that probably would have played on like HBO After Hours or Cinemax at night. Before Cinemax transitioned, like it'd be the movie before the transition to Skinemax. But it's kind of a fun little pocket of the '90s. It's definitely super low budget. It probably makes it more fun knowing who these people are, as opposed to just going in cold and not knowing who Wings Hauser or Ginger Lynn Allen is. Like, if you don't know who they are, then this is just kind of a bad B movie. But knowing who they are kind of makes it fun. So I don't know if I'd recommend it, but it was a much better time than Sleep Stalker. But next week we dive into a movie that has grown a huge cult following. Despite, surprise, surprise, a certain film studio doing its best to ruin it. But it's a sophomore feature from a filmmaker who made quite a splash. And has made 3 really great movies. And one is the subject of one insane documentary. But next week, we're discussing Richard Stanley's... No clue. I got no clue for you, so we'll just go ahead and spoil it. Richard Stanley's Dust Devil. So come back for that. And again, we do this every single week, man. Every single week. And the best way to know when these videos go up is you do the click, and then you do the bell and the ding ding, and the graphics and all that good stuff. Do that. You should do it. And share your friends. And comment. Interaction is a nice thing. Have you seen Mind, Body, and Soul? What's your favorite Ginger Lynn Allen movie that you can type that the YouTube won't remove from the comment section? Let me know. And then next week we'll talk about Dust Devil. Until then, bye.